I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck and state that The Batman is a goddamn masterpiece. It is by far the best DC film since The Dark Knight. That is just that's just something that is fact, honestly, and that's coming from somebody who loves Suicide Squad, and that's about it. Maybe the Snyder Cut is around that same level, but the Batman just completely blows everything filmmaking wise, story wise, Batman wise, character wise. It just blows it completely out of the water. I highly urge anyone listening to this video to go watch it because it is by far the best Batman film that has ever been created, because the only other competition, guys, is The Dark Knight when it comes in terms of like a really enjoyable Batman film. And the star breakout for The Dark Knight is not really Batman, it's the Joker. The Joker is the most memorable part of that movie. He has the best lines, he's got the best story, he is the best villain. I think he's the best DC villain put on screen, and he is just absolutely amazing. But that movie, The Dark Knight, was more about the Joker, and that was more of the focus, was the Joker. This movie, everything's about Batman. Everything's about Batman and his past, Batman and his mental state, Batman and what he's doing now, Batman and his relationships with others, Batman and his psyche, Batman and his relationship to the villain, Batman and his relationship to police. Everything is about Batman, and this is probably the deepest dive into what Batman actually does. Batman is the greatest detective alive. He isn't just a guy that makes gadgets or has gadgets and is able to, pull a team together or beat up people and do martial arts. No, he is the world's greatest detective. This is the first movie that actually focused on that. No other Batman integration has ever focused on the fact that he is a goddamn sleuth. He is Sherlock Holmes of the DC universe that kicks a lot of ass. This is the first movie that's actually done that. It showcased that he can actually take the clues. That's why the Riddler is a great antagonist for him, because he can take the clues, he can go ahead and decipher them with help with Alfred, and it's year 2 of Batman. It's honestly the best take when it comes to the early Batman. I know a lot of people are like, oh, what, he's supposed to be a playboy, Bruce Wayne, all this stuff. To be honest, we've seen that so many times at this point that this is the first movie that doesn't have him having a tuxedo on going to a gala. He's got a suit going to a funeral because it's part of his case. That is this Batman. And in the future, now that we've got this version of Batman, I wouldn't mind by the second or third movie, which have already been announced, I wouldn't mind him being more of that Batman that, we've seen before, where he is like a playboy philanthropist type of Batman. But to be honest, I would like to keep it in the same wave. Maybe keep him like an Elon Musk type of character where he isn't just out there all the time, but he's very like, people recognize him, he's very well put together, things like that. That's kind of what I would like from him, but this is perfect, honestly. This is the perfect Batman. The suit is amazing. It is by far definitely the easiest movable in suit. It is so perfectly adapted to his crime fighting style that he attacks, he fights, he's quick. He's not big and bulky. He's just fast. He's fast, and every punch that he hits with is like a juggernaut. He is intrepid. He uses Catwoman as bait. He lures people into situations. This is the first one that really brought not only his relationship with other characters, but his relationship to the Bat Signal, Batman itself, into the forefront. This is the only movie that actually did that. The opening beginning of the movie is by far the best live action Batman that we've ever gotten when it came to what Gotham is, what Batman is, what the city's purpose or what's going on in the city is. It just is just so perfect. I came out of that movie thinking in my head it's probably an 8.5 out of 10, because I was thinking like, even though I had prepped myself for how long the movie was, you feel the length of it. By the time you're getting to that third act, you start feeling it. You start feeling need to use the bathroom, whatever the break is, you start feeling it. But you have to go in thinking that it's going to be very long, because it's very long, but it has an amazing payoff. And so I came out of the movie 8.5 out of 10 around there. Literally a day or two after, I started just thinking about everything that happened in the movie, how he tried to infiltrate the club the Penguins Club 3 different times, 3 different ways, with Batman, with himself as Bruce Wayne, and then as a ninja. Like, he was doing so much trial and error shit. He was not the most perfect Batman when it comes to like his skills. He hadn't perfected them yet, but he was willing to try anything. He was willing to try and fail. It's the first one that had a buddy cop type of relationship with him and Gordon. Gordon was in the trenches with this guy, putting his life on the line, his career on the line, and no other Gordon has ever done that. They've been part of his schemes or been part of the plans. And yeah, the one from The Dark Knight, yeah, he did take a bullet, or at least pretended to. What I'm saying is that when it comes to going down in the dirt, fighting other cops, this was the only Gordon that was willing to be part of that whole story. And so as I thought about the movie and just slept on it, and my love for Catwoman, the sexiest, best Catwoman that we've ever had, and just in character wise, Selina Kyle, great version of Selina Kyle. It's a 9 out of 10, and honestly, it's reaching that 10 out of 10. I would say after another rewatch, we'll see where it goes from 9 for me, but it may go 10 out of 10, guys. This is by far, this is a rewiring of the superhero meta right now. The superhero meta is, and as you see in the video that I just posted, the superhero meta is essentially, oh, where's the jokes? Oh, how goofy. Oh, let's make these quips. It's fine for Marvel. It's fine for the MCU. Hell, it's fine for even some DC stuff. Like Peacemaker was a lot of jokes and a lot of serious moments. But this is rewiring of the fact that we can have a genre-specific movie and have it be amazing, having so much love be in this movie for this character. I feel like we haven't gotten that for something DC related since Peacemaker. Peacemaker only came out like a month or so ago. So yeah, this is amazing, dude. This is I think this is on my top 10 of superhero films. Definitely, I think inching into that top 5 category against some of the MCU juggernauts. It's just the best portrayal of Batman himself. And even a Bruce Wayne that is an early Bruce Wayne that is just trying to figure out what it's all about. He has an arc in the movie, trying to figure out what he's trying to do. He isn't perfected yet in his way of doing things, and it's just a great origin story. It's phenomenal, man. It is phenomenal. It is the best movie that I've seen so far this year. It's that good.